Hi.
Hi, everybody. It's Doug and Linda.
We'd like to take this time to thank everyone for coming today and participating in Donate for Doug. First of all, I'd like to mention Chevyland, mainly because they're hosting the event. And I want to start out by thanking and mentioning the fact that it's a great experience for me to be able to work for a locally owned dealership, and the owners being Jerry Montgomery and Steve Horn. And then next, I would like to mention my very dear friend, my boss, my spiritual director, and the guy that I can always call when I'm in a tight spot, and that would be Mr. Bubba Winningham. Thank you, Bubba, for always being there for me. Next, I'd like to mention Dana Gillespie at Richardson Glass, who has gone above and beyond to help Linda and I with the Go Fund, as well as organizing or working on this event, getting the volunteers together. And the list just goes on and on. But if you and when you are in the need for auto glass, please call upon Dana Gillespie. My next and very dear friend is Brian Addy at MetLife on Uri Drive. Every now and again you meet a guy that you can really trust, and you really build a relationship, and Brian and I have done that. And I want to thank you also for organizing the event at the Flying Heart Brewery, as well as all the other things that you have done for Linda and I. We move next to Mill Bar. The Mill Bar Company is a great company based in Shreveport. We're very fortunate to have Mill Bar in Shreveport, the owners being Jerry Montgomery. I'm sorry, Jerry Acree. I apologize. Next is Paragon Press and my very dear friend Bill Giesland. And then Lowrance for providing the guns that will be displayed today. The Flying Heart Brewing Company in Bossier for their participation in this event. Next, and this is a rather large group, would be all of the volunteers that have sold tickets, that have gone above and beyond to sell tickets, and we thank each and every one of you from the bottom of our heart. Life Share Blood. I can now speak from experience how important it is to have blood on hand. Prior to this, the lady would come by Chevyland, and I would think, well, this is another 5 or 10 minutes of the same old rhetoric. I can tell you from experience, because I deal with this on a daily basis now, how important it is to donate and how important it is to get involved with your local blood bank. I can almost smell the fish frying in the background, and at this time I want to thank Mr. Spiller and his time and all of his efforts to provide all of this tasty food. The next on the list would be the Backbeat Boogie Band, great friends of ours. They have had medical issues themselves, and they have stood by us through this entire event. All of the individuals that have donated auction items, and this also is a rather large list, but thank you again. As you know, it is these treatments are very, very expensive, and we thank each and every one of you for your donations, your phone calls, but mainly your prayers. And there have been several of you that have called and prayed with me directly on the phone. Take it from me, the prayers are working. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Linda.
Well, as you can tell, everyone, it's kind of difficult for us to do this. This isn't really our liking to be able to do videos, but we're learning. And again, sorry we can't be here for you and to be with you today to share in the events. This has been a long journey for us, and we're not near finished. And the video, I don't think, is going to be long enough to thank everyone, even though Doug did a good job of mentioning most everyone, and hopefully we didn't forget anyone. Who would have known that on March 29th, when we got the diagnosis, that we would be having to leave our home and spend the next 90 days in a hospital. And everything's going well. Doug's treatments, he's been handling it the best that he can, and the doctors are amazed that after 2 rounds of chemo that things are looking positive. We're getting ready to go actually today to start the next round, which would be round 3, and it's going to be outpatient treatment, and hopefully we're going to be able to do this together and be able to stay out of the hospital, and that's what we're actually looking forward to. MD Anderson is a wonderful hospital. If anybody has to have what we're going through, it's the best place in the world to be. We've met some fabulous doctors. The care has been the utmost. So we feel confident that we're on the right path for recovery. They've even mentioned to us that there is a potential donor in the works for the transplant, the stem cell transplant, which is still planned. And with that, we're just letting you know that the prayers, the calls, the text, the event, the outpouring has been incredible. And it's really helping us get through this. And again, we're not good at doing this. But please know that each and every one of you are special to us. And we're never going to forget those that had our back. The 2 excellent companies, not only Chevyland, but my company as well, has been very supportive. Chevyland is more than just selling vehicles. I've told them in person, it's a wonderful company. They believe in their people, and they're very supportive. And Enable Midstream's been there for me the whole time as well. I've been able to continue my job and work, and it's just been the best of both worlds. So again, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. And we hope and wish that everybody has good health and has a great day.
We'd like to also mention our children at this time. Our son Cortland has gone above and beyond to maintain a job in Texas and also work in Louisiana. Sarah, our daughter at LSU, has also done well and continued to make great grades and continue to make us proud. Do me a favor today and walk around Chevyland and find a salesperson. These are my friends. These are my coworkers. And what I'd like for you to do today, without any pressure at all, is to walk the lot, find a salesperson, as I said, ask them for a key, and get in a new truck or a new car. You will be surprised at the new products that we now have at Chevyland. In the event that you haven't been around a new Chevrolet truck or a new Cruze or a new Impala or a new Malibu for that fact. But please, today, take a few minutes, ask a salesperson for a key. Just simply sit in the vehicle and experience how upgraded the Chevrolet line is today.
Well, as y'all can tell, you can't take the salesperson out of him, so we're still rocking. And again, We can't thank y'all enough, and have a great day. Thanks so much, everyone.